know about your busy schedule, even though you accepted my invitation and joined on time. That is very important. Thank you so much for that. I really understand your value, your time, and everything.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm so grateful that you have invited me on your channel. And I'm thrilled to have conversation with you. So that's why I don't want to miss this opportunity because I know you are an eloquent speaker and I would love to practice with you. So thank you
Oh,
so much for inviting me.
thank you for your words as well. Okay, tell me, how are things at your end? How are your daughters?
Yes, everything is going well. My kids are also doing well. Only the thing is that because of transfer and busy schedule, it's very challenging for me to squeeze out some time. However, I am trying at least one session in a day.
Mm,
But tomorrow onwards, I will be on traveling, so it's not possible. So that's why I told you that only today I am here, and
okay.
after that, 30th of July, I'll be
Okay,
on,
you will
I can say,
resume.
back to the track.
Okay, okay. Just a minute, my way. So, where are you moving to? To some district or some place?
Place. We are moving to Mumbai. My husband
Mumbai.
got transferred. Yes,
Okay,
my husband got transferred. So we are moving to Mumbai. Before moving to Mumbai, we want to visit our, means my husband place, Uttarakhand, Himachal, and then we'll move to Mumbai. So
okay.
yeah, the whole month is completely occupied. There
Mm-hmm.
is no room for anything.
Okay, so where are you now at present?
At present, I am in Delhi. Tomorrow we'll
Delhi.
move
Okay.
from here.
So to
Yes.
major city. Now you are in one major city. Now you again you are moving to another major city. So you will get some exploration. You can discover more things there itself. There also.
Yes, yes, we always say this thing that Mumbai is a dream city for everyone, and
Okay.
for me as well. Like these days, I am also working on myself, and let's see how it goes. Hoping for the best only.
Okay. I think everyone on YouTube knows about you. You are rocking the YouTube, and I have seen your videos, your shorts, especially with celebrities, and afterwards you are telling the explanation about that word. I think it has given you the hype and hike everything, and I really wish you all the best for your endeavors again.
Thank you so much, first of all, for your kind words, ma'am. And I think it's a bit stretch that I am rocking on YouTube, but yeah, from your words to God's ear, I feel always. And yes, let me introduce myself. As you know, my name is Indu. I hail from Himachal Pradesh. Presently, I am living in Delhi. I am a mother of two beautiful daughters and devoted homemaker. In terms of my hobbies, I have variety of hobbies. Dancing is my ultimate stress buster. These days, spoken English is taking over everything. I want to increase my spoken English or enhance my communication skills. For that, I have created my YouTube channel as well because I love to interact with audience or people. So that is pretty much for today.
Okay. So we have decided to speak on how to embrace the mistakes. And before making mistake, we all feel that see, when I make mistakes, what would others think about me? Whether I'll be able to move forward, how can I overcome? So these things we are going to see in our session. So what do you think, Rindu? Is it okay to make mistakes, or we should not make any mistakes? We should speak only the correct English. What's your point on this?
Well, before diving into the topic, I would like to ask from you, how have you been so far? Because I forgot to ask you that how's life? It's been many months we got connected, so I want to ask you, how's life is treating you and how have you been so far?
Oh, thank you for this. Yes, I have been doing great. My life is also treating me well. And recently, I have noticed one thing. I should not expect for the result. I should work on this current moment. I have this thought even before. Recently I was deeply into my channel. I was thinking what I'm doing, whether I'm doing it correctly or not, whether I'm going correctly or not. But I was hearing one video about Bhagavad Gita. In that, the author said, "You please don't worry about the result. You please focus on the current process." We often hear one story, right, about a monkey planting a tree. Always it just plug the root of the plant and it sees whether it has grown or not. So in this way I was checking whether I was growing or not, whether my content was getting popular or somewhat. So afterwards it was a turning point for me, and then I stopped watching, monitoring everything. I have been giving importance for my current position, current minute. So it was game changer for me. So ever since I watched that video, I have shifted everything. So I'm focusing on the current, this moment, this particular moment, and also my life is treating me well, and I have been growing, and yeah, everything is fine. Pick and span here.
Wow, it's so amazing hearing from your side. And yes, after hearing this, I can say I am also such kind of girl. I never wait for the result or expectation from others. So let's talk about our today's topic, that is when it comes to English. So what we should do first. For example, if I am at a beginner at this language, so what should we do? So I said that when I was at beginner, that time my aim was that be comfortable with this language and focused on only towards fluency. No need to think about grammar mistake, no need to think about vocabulary and what other would say. It's okay. Just focus on yourself and try every single day. Show up
Mm,
every single day and
mm,
just look at yourself, that what mistakes you were doing yesterday, and if you can work on one mistake at one time, it's fine, but if you cannot, it's okay. Just give yourself at least 2 months
mm,
without even break. Just focus on that. You should be comfortable. I feel, ma'am, we should be comfortable first with this language. Once we are getting that, yes, now we are comfortable. If somebody is pointing out our mistakes, so we are ready to take it with both hands, and we are ready to embrace our own mistake.
mm,
If we are not comfortable, so it happens that means we are saying we are trying our best, but why we are doing mistakes? So this is the simple formula which I have applied in my life, and I can say that it works as a panacea in my life.
mm, mm,
And the same formula I want to share with audience as well. If you are at beginner of this language, just work on your fluency and comfortable. Soon after, you will see that once you are feeling that yes, I am making few mistakes, now it's time to focus on at least few mistakes.
correct,
Basic grammar mistakes should not be there. And
correct,
then we can work on our mistakes as well.
correct, 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 correct. See, we should not think that making mistakes is a sin. We always think that I should not make mistake. I should speak correct English. I don't think anyone has the ability to speak correct English. So we should accept, and we should be ready to face the music. And at the same time, it's not easy even to speak English. So somehow we have to bite the bullet for anything. In order to achieve something, we should be ready to bite the bullet. We should be ready to embrace the challenge. Only then we can expect certain results. Otherwise, if we want to stay on a same position, then we cannot extend, we cannot broaden our horizon. uh, and also mistakes are necessary, mistakes are inevitable. uh, by making mistakes only, we know is this is the place I need to change, this is the place I have to give importance, right? Only then we'll
Yes.
be able to understand, to move forward. See, the same applies here also. We can see the renowned YouTubers, speakers also. You can even compare their previous video with the current video. There must be some work some hard work behind everything, but you should see the flow. They did not stop after making certain mistakes. They have moved to certain level because of their endurance, because of their determination. So we should have that faith, right, Indu?
Yes, absolutely true, ma'am. I couldn't agree more with you because I always take my example and always analytic myself first. Whenever I am making my own videos, it's been now 5 months I am on YouTube, and I know in my every video I am making mistakes.
Correct.
And lately, these days, I am focusing on towards my accuracy,
Mm,
and you won't believe what happened. I got that means audience were saying that, ma'am, you are making mistakes, but it's acceptable. We know this
okay.
thing that it will take time
Okay.
to rectify all these things. But after getting lots of we can say the feedback from them, earlier I was not that much bothered about my mistakes. But
Okay.
now, because I am inclined towards teaching career, so
Mm,
I do believe that at least pick up two mistakes in a day, which we are
mm,
doing on a regular basis.
correct.
Subject verb agreement and tense timeline.
Mm,
So this thing I started doing these days. And because of my braces, it happens that sometime my tongue is also getting slipped, and words are sometime I'm rambling, words are not coming the way earlier it used to come. But it's okay. I
mm,
always say this thing that Indu, yet best is about to come.
mm,
So you just try yourself every single day. This is not your best. And I know that this is not my best.
yes.
So in this way, I can say every day I just record myself, watch my videos, which kind of mistakes which I am doing on regular basis. I just jotted down and started working on it. So
Okay.
in this way, I can say that I am working on my mistakes. And when somebody is giving me this advice, a piece of advice that Induji, you are making mistake, I said yes, it is part and parcel of my life. I
Correct.
am new to this journey. It's not that means without doing any experiment, without making any mistakes, I'll be come rain and shine.
Correct.
With my mistakes only, I learned so many things.
Yes.
And from every person, you could see that nobody is there. Mistakes are just like an experiment for ourselves.
Mm,
Means mistakes are telling us that you can explore this thing in other 10 different ways.
yes.
So this is the thing, when you yourself is feeling that it is a poison, that now I know that the basic mistake, at least the basic grammatical mistake should not be there, which is changing your context. So
Yes.
these days I am working on this thing. So I can
Okay.
say, of course, it will be there till your lifelong journey, but
Yes.
just pick up few mistakes and fix it.
Correct. Correct. The same applies. We should have some decision, like not a single day goes by me without reading something, without practicing English. So when we have this idea, this determination towards learning English, I think we can succeed in the long run. You cannot expect overnight, but down the line you can really feel, you can really reap the fruits out of your hard work. So no matter how small things you do when it comes to learning English, practicing speaking, it is going to yield, it is going to give you the fruit. So concentrate on your speaking. You don't bother about making mistakes. It is, these are all the stepping stones of learning English. And if nothing you do in life when it comes to learning English goes to waste. So some of the other thing you will learn, you will come to know, yes, this time I have made this mistake, and I make sure that I'm not repeating the same. You are allowed to make new mistakes, but we should avoid the mistakes done by us previously, by us previously. Then we can write our mistakes, we can rectify our mistakes when we do that recording, when we do our is active listening, active speaking, we can rectify everything. And I would like to ask you about your vocabulary, idioms, and I have seen a couple of videos and you have used all the idioms vocabulary in a natural way. I don't think that you are using it for the conversation or something. It came to you as natural as everything. So could you please tell me the practice behind everything?
Okay. Well, when it comes to vocabulary, means everybody is aware that how much I love using idioms and phrasal verbs and phrases. And okay, today I'll spill the tea. I haven't shared this thing with anyone because when I started my journey, that time I was not good at my grammar. So I came to know that these all are the ready-made sentences. You can use it and you can sound fluent. No need to think the whole sentence in English if you don't know the grammar initially. So you can take the help of idioms. So I made this thing as my strength because I was not aware about the each and every grammar rule, and I used to feel grammatical phobia as well. That
Mm,
after the so much deep into the nitty gritty of the grammar, I couldn't frame the single sentence. So I can say I took this plunge for myself, that use this formula as for your strength.
mm,
Eventually I got I can say the hang of using these idioms, because idioms phrases, it's having emotions that our brain sustained emotions for the long run 10 times
mm,
faster than learning one word. So
mm,
what I did, I just pick up one emotion, whatever I'm feeling, and how I can express one emotion in five other different ways,
mm,
whether using idiom, vocabulary, or using any new word. So in
mm.
this way, I just pick up one idiom every day and frame my own sentences, pick up
Okay.
my situation, emotion. Like these days when I got my braces, it was really hard pill to swallow for me.
Mm,
However, I'm learning how to deal with it. So it happens that I was not aware that we can use, like we always say, na, I'm feeling it's painful, it's difficult. So why not to use some group of words?
mm,
So when I got to know, and it is so fascinating as well. Whenever we are using it, it seems like it is amplifying our vocabulary. At the same time, you could see that kick is also there,
mm,
because I am such kind of a girl. I cannot have everyday dal rice. Yes,
mm.
I can have rice. Along with that, I need some kind of variety of pickles, chutneys, and other food. So for me, if I have enough vocabulary in my bank, for me it gives me the kick to use
Mm.
different vocabulary and feel confident. Because more words, when you have more words in your vocabulary, so more confidence
Okay.
automatically it comes.
Okay.
So people tend to say this thing that means it's difficult to use idioms in natural way, but I say that if we are following the right strategy, that
Mm.
pick up one idiom, pick up one emotion, frame your own sentences.
Yes. Could you
Like
give me an
these days,
example? Like, could you please give me an example? Now you are embraced with this braces. So, what idioms can we use for that?
okay, so now I means I can say this thing. Yes, I know it was hard pill to swallow for me.
Okay.
Over the period of time, I have learned how to deal with it.
Mm.
So here I am not translating. I have just used the
Mm.
two phrases, two ready-made phrases, one
Yes. Yes.
phrasal verb and one phrase. Okay, and these days, like when I got fame on YouTube, and fame always comes with the responsibility. So then I used like I have learned one idiom that is my most favorite idiom: heavy the head that wears the crown. So fame always comes with great responsibility. It doesn't mean that you are just having the fruit only, but we should be show up every single day. So
Mm.
see, whenever we are doing translation, so there you are just struggling with the word, your brain is struggling, you are using many filler words, and
Correct.
you're not even getting the right emotions. But idioms would give you the right emotions. And
Correct.
it happens, like for me it's been 9 months. I have been doing lots of hard work for my learning this language. I'm going the extra mile, burning midnight oil. Having said that, I'm making mistakes. So
Correct.
I always say only one thing, that sometime it happens, no matter how strong our teeth, we cannot bite the water. So just go with the flow, pick up
Yes,
your one or second thing. So whenever we are using these phrases, quotations, idioms, phrasal verbs, automatically it gives that enhancement, richness, or it amplifies our vocabulary.
correct.
So that is my aim, to not to patronize other, but just to feel better for
Yes.
yourself and feel confident.
And I would like to say one more idioms also before putting that brace itself. You came to know, you would know that it is going to feel in your bones, even though you
Yeah,
accepted the pain and you are ready to move forward. So, like this, we can add idioms to our emotion, as you correctly mentioned. It's up to us, one's interest. If you want to use, you can use, and if you don't like to use, you can very well omit it, but it's your idiosyncrasy, right? You want to use it and you are using it. Correct.
absolutely true. But before using any vocabulary words, I always say one thing to myself and to everyone, that figure out your audience. What's
Mm,
your audience interest, and whether they are getting your context or not. Like whenever I'm talking to myself, I always speak in advanced English or idioms. But whenever I'm talking in YouTube, on YouTube, so I know how to shift my gears from
mm,
simple English to intermediate and basic, then advanced. So I'm trying in this way. When you know
mm,
how to shift your gears, so we can fell into simple things
yes,
to intermediate level as well. Because
correct.
main important thing is that whatever we are talking, we should get the context and we could easily communicate with others. So this is our main motive.
Correct. So before having conversation, we should have our ducks in a row, right? And afterwards, we have to follow. And I have seen
Yes.
your recent videos about books. I am really fascinated towards books. I love books. I not only reading, I just want to see its cover, the images, pictures, illustrations, the smell of a book, old book, new book. So book is my great love. About book is my great love and passion towards reading everything. So what book are you reading currently?
Currently, I'm reading by Dale Carnegie, The Leader is Within You, because I
Okay.
don't want to follow now. I just want to lead from the front. And for that, I have picked up that book, that how you can become a leader. Because
Mm,
I consider myself that I can lead from the front. And before that, we should know that what leader should have such kind of qualities. And every day I'm just working on myself, because if you want to become lead the group, so before that you should fill your cup first, and then you should serve to others. So
mm.
I found that Dale Carnegie has written books in very good choice of vocabulary. The way author has given us the insight as well.
Mm.
First book I have read is that how to influence people or
Oh,
persuade people,
okay.
and this is the second book which I
Could you
have
please tell me the
purchased.
author name?
Dale Carnegie,
Could you
Dale, Dale
the
Carnegie,
spelling?
Cardale, Dale
Uh,
Carnegie,
C
Car Carn Cargie, Gie.
G I
I'm
E.
very bad at spelling. Uh, Please give me
Carnegie.
excuse.
Oh,
Dale
see, these are
Carnegie.
all new, right? We cannot predict about the spelling pronunciation. We cannot say it should be in this way. Correct. Dale Carnegie. What is the name of the book? How to be a leader. What is that?
Uh, the leader is within you.
The leader is
The leader is
within
mm,
you. So it's a
the
self
leader is within
help
you.
book, self motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, self-help. Yeah, we can consider is as a self-help books. See, when I started my journey, my aim was not that to
Mm,
read so many books, because
okay.
I haven't read, as I have mentioned in my video as well, that there is no filter, nothing. Whatever I said, I just said impromptu, whatever came to my mind that particular time. And
Okay.
I always say only this thing that whenever I am doing something, I never give deadline to myself that
Mm,
this is the end of the world. Before this, I have to do this, that. No, just go with the flow because I am nonchalant person.
mm,
I consider that pick up the things which you like, and if something is giving you immense happiness, contentment, so share your knowledge with others.
correct.
And honestly speaking, I was not even tracking. I have read more than 50 books, but I was not even tracking that how many books. When
Okay.
audience started asking this question from me, then I just write it down that okay, whatever I can recall, because of shifting, these books are not with me. Only few of it with
Mm,
me. So I
okay.
thought that okay, let me create this video because it is also very special video to me. Because of reading habit, I can say I'm not same Hindu who has started their journey. I know how to tackle different situations, how to handle my kids, and the most important thing of life which I have learned: focus on yourself, focus on your growth, and just be yourself, be
Correct.
authentic, and be grounded all the time. So I can say, means everybody used to say this thing that books are our very good companion. But it happens that when we are not walking a mile in other shoes, we
Mm,
cannot get the sense of the topic. But now I can feel, because I have been there, so I can feel it that yes, these days reading is one of my most important love after speaking. And it is for me as well. I was dumbfounded when I got to know that because of reading, I am working on my mistakes. So
mm,
I'm learning so many things from
correct.
reading as well.
Yes.
It's like one habit and 30 other benefits from one habit. So it's up to you whether you want to incorporate it in your life or not.
Okay. Yes. Well said, Indu. Yes, I really appreciate that. I really accept that reading is not only going to give you some values, you will be able to understand others about the circumstances, and you will come to know where to speak, where to keep quiet. See, we always incline towards giving solution, giving results about judging others, right? So after reading a book you'll come to know everything, the perspectives about others. You will be able to put yourself in others shoe. We can see in our daily life as well, by seeing our neighbors, by seeing on the social media, but book is a real thing, it's a true facts. So you can easily trust, it's a trustworthy, the words are authentic and you can believe books. And before publishing also it must have gone some verification, right? So without having any doubt you can easily trust books. But it does not apply with the social media content. You will not know whether it is authentic, you can believe it, you can follow it or not, but I think books are different, right? And when you say someone also, I have a habit of reading, I have started reading, then the image itself is going to turn, right? As a new thing. You will consider that you are turning over a new leaf after inculcating this reading habit. It's not difficult. First we have to understand and we have to learn the ropes, then we can take the ropes. First we should go with the normal books, and then later we can go and beyond our limits.
Yes, absolutely true, ma'am. And for me, the very first thing when I started my habit, I just want that my daughter should incorporate all these
mm,
habits.
mm,
So I purchased books for her. But you know that kids are so impressionable. They are like, she was showing her interest, but not that much, which I want that she
mm.
should have. I
Okay.
shouldn't propel her that
Mm,
you should read. She herself could feel this thing
yes,
that, okay, it's reading time. I should pick up my
yes.
books and start reading. After 6 months, I can say this thing that yesterday she bought, see, so many books.
Oh,
So, and I have ordered like 10 books of Sudha Murthy's books for kids, especially for her. She
okay,
told me this thing, Mama, I want to read Sudha Murthy's ma'am books because she has read two books of Sudha
okay,
Murthy's ma'am. And in my every video, even with my self talk as well, I always say this thing that I admire Sudha Murthy's ma'am a
okay,
lot in my life, not only for English, not only for this thing, but also the way she is doing. Means
correct.
it's only a drop of ocean people are there
Yes.
on this planet. So in this way, I she has learned the name of Sudha Murthy's ma'am, and she told me that Mama, I want to read that Aji Aja book. So
Mm,
day before yesterday only. Now I know that my upcoming month is totally I have
about
devoted for traveling. So it's really challenging for me to take out some time for my session. So I'll try to seize the time for my reading habit.
a bit.
So
And
in this way, when I know.
if I would like to know, already she has been bombarding with her academic books, then how would she find time for reading these books? Because the same happens here. Whenever I say my daughter to read something, she has been already filled with her academic books, her subjects, and then how are you able to squeeze out some time for this?
Well, she's on holidays, ma'am. It's been
Okay.
3 months. So she is in second grade. And before that as well, before going to bed, this is the
Uh,
rule at our home that
okay.
before going to bed, nobody would touch the phone, no TV, nothing. Only 1 hour we have to spend because I too have younger daughter as well.
Mm.
And you won't believe when we both are reading, my daughter and I, she automatically picks up her
Her
book.
book
Mama,
is
see, she just 20 months
correct.
old. And I am saying this thing that I have already got success in my reading habit
Mm.
because nobody is compelling me. I am doing by my own interest. My daughter has also picked up. So this is the thing. Like when I got to know my daughter herself told me this thing, I was over the moon. I
Mm.
was like ecstatic that
We have
okay,
only 4 seconds. Into time is going to, no,
it's okay,
we have
ma'am.
5 minutes. Oh, sorry, sorry. We have five
It's
more
okay.
minutes.
It's okay.
Sorry, sorry, Indu.
It's okay. So I was saying that, see, we already know this thing that kids imitate their parents.
Correct.
Okay, when we are setting some deadline for ourselves. Okay, I have to order so many books, read so many books, this, that. Other person are reading. I should also start. Then we cannot find interest.
Correct.
Reading books means it should change your perspective as well.
Correct.
No matter whether you are reading hundreds of books but you are not changing your mindset, your lifestyle, your way of thinking, means it's of no worth.
Well,
So I believe that if you are reading one book, it could also change your mindset
mindset.
again and again if you are reading. Like there are so many books which I want to give it a shot one more time whenever
Mm.
I'll get the time. And these days you won't believe I never think for home decorating all these things. I just told to my husband straight from my shoulder that I want bookshelf, the very first thing in my next home, that bookshelf should be there. And that love, ma'am, when we are holding book now, that love, that smell, I can feel now that
Is
it is next level. It is a
correct.
treasure for us.
Correct. Correct. And as you correctly pointed, Indu, see, no better way of teaching our children than by doing it ourselves, right? We cannot say that you do this, do that. We should act. It's always better, right, to practice than preaching. So I the same applies here as well. As of now, my elder one is bombarding with her activities, with her academics, writing projects. So I'm no longer pressuring her to read. At times I persuade her, see, reading is a good habit, you can take this. I can only persuade, not propel. So I just left her as it is, let her finish her academic. And she also told me that, Amma, after completing my 12th, I'll read all your books, my, don't worry. I also should understand her position. Now she has been going for some extracurricular activities and her projects and all. So I'm not forcing her. Somehow I'm explaining, I'm reading in front of her. And yesterday, you will not believe, Indu, she was just taking my note. She was just reading my books, titles, and everything. So I felt happy in that way.
Yes, and see, ma'am, absolutely right. We should always understand children' perspective as
Correct,
well. It's not that we should always bombard our question or our opinion that you should
correct.
listen. Because my daughter, she is too small. She's too
Mm,
young, just 7 years old. And
mm,
as soon as kids are growing, of course, they are having like n number of things to
correct.
do in terms
Mm,
of co-curricular activities, extra
correct,
co-curricular school, academic, so many things are going on. But it happens that, ma'am, I have seen in my life, when you are starting this thing with very early age of your life, it becomes your habit. And we
habit,
are the
correct,
creator of our own habit. So
correct.
whenever we are going outside, like these days, we all are digital prisoners. Kids want phone, mobile
Mm,
phones everywhere. Whenever we are traveling, so that particular the moment which I want to turn the momentum,
correct,
that
correct.
I will give you mobile for
Mm,
10 minutes. After, before that, you need to read the story.
read book.
So she knows this thing.
Mm,
So these days she is telling me, Mama, yesterday I was doing packing and she said, Mama, have you packed my books? I said,
mm.
not yet, but soon I'll pack. So see, I don't know
That
whether she could read two
is
books or three books, but at least she's taking one or
one
two
of
steps. For
correct.
that, it is like, for me, it really means a lot, ma'am.
Correct, correct, correct. This only we need this kind of appreciation, that participation. I also want to read books. I also want to inculcate this habit. That itself gives us the pleasure, immense pleasure, right? We would be on cloud nine after hearing these words. My younger one is also the same. She wants to finish her homework as soon as she comes from the school. She doesn't want to wait. See, even without changing her dress clothes, she wants to finish her homework. So she's that much inclination towards homework and studies and everything. Okay, we have less than a minute now, Indu. It's really a nice talking, and I would like to have another session. They have some questions I'm not able to ask you now, so I would highly recommend you to give your precious time for our next conversation.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I was also eagerly waiting for this session. For today, I haven't planned any session because I was aware that you are here, and you know that I'm too, like, I have bigger fish to fry. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would love to talk you as many as time
Okay,
again, and just keep practicing, keep growing, and that is the only thing, that everything is achievable, ma'am. We
correct,
can
correct.
do each and everything in this world.
Yes, yes. My best wishes for you for your new town, city, and grow shiner there. Yes, I wish you
Thank
all
you so
the
much.
best.
Have a